In today's video, we're going to review this mini HD projector. Today I'm going to show you everything that it can do and put it through its paces to see if it holds up. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. And today we're going to be looking at this mini HD projector. Right now, it's currently available on Amazon for $439, but it does have a discount on there for $50. And we're gonna see if it's worth that and why it may cost a little more than some of the other projectors and what are the benefits of having this projector. So let's open up the box and see what's inside. So here we have the newest portable smart projector. Inside the box, you have the D2 projector, the user manual, a remote, a tripod, an HDMI cable, and a power cable. Now inside mine, it did come with a European cable, but you can just reach out to the seller if yours does as well, and they will send you the proper cable that you need. But I was able to find just a charger that plugs into here, and I was good to go. On the D2 projector itself, it's pretty small. It's about the same size as my hand. There you can see it's pretty pocketable. So you could take this anywhere. And then here on the front, we have the lens. So it does have a cap that's easy to open and close. Here on the back of the unit, you can see it's powered by DLP, and then it supports Wi-Fi and Bluetooth transmission. It does have an internal battery of 4,000 milliamps. And if you really wanted to, you could actually power your phone off this, but typical time you get about 90 minutes of usage of battery life. Then we have the audio AV. So this is an input as well as an output. So you can plug in just a regular auxiliary cable out to a speaker and play sound. That's how I was using this. Or if you have a cable that has a input like this, you could actually play through there. And let's say you have a Blu-ray player or a DVD player, something that has a input like this, you would be able to do that. Next, we have two USB ports. We have the HDMI port right here is the infrared sensor. We have the power cable in. We have a micro SD card slot, and then we have the power right there. So here on the sides, you do have some fans, and then here on the bottom, you do have the 2-watt speaker that provides a fair amount of sound, and then here's where you can attach the tripod. Now that we've seen everything that comes in the box and shown you what the projector has on the back, let's talk about what it can actually do. So the projector does support 1280 by 720p video. It does say that it works up to 1080p. It actually looked really good. I was very impressed by the quality of the video. We were using this about 18 feet away from the wall, and we were able to watch videos that were 9 to 10 feet big. The quality still looked really amazing. The projector is able to put out 3000 lumens, so that's the brightness that you can get on the projector, and it was plenty bright. Even when I tried to use this, when it was a bit lighter, I could still see it on the screen. If you have some of the lights on, you may be able to see it. In bright daylight, it didn't work as well, so as long as you can dim the room a little bit, this will be a projector that you would be able to use. Now the projector itself, as I mentioned, does have a 4,000 milliamp battery, so that means you can play movies on this for 90 minutes on battery, which is amazing. So you could easily take this anywhere, set it up, play what you need to, and it will last and it works great. But you can also use that to charge your phone if you really need a charger. So it's kind of like having a battery pack with you wherever you go. Now, with projectors, the life of the projector is very important. So the LED lamp inside the projector will last for 30,000 hours. Now, compared to other projectors, that is actually quite a good amount of time. In this similar price range, you may find some cheaper projectors, but the hours that the lamp will last is not as much. And the lamp was very bright, looked great, and very impressed with how it worked. So the internals of the projector actually runs Android 4.4. So there's a few little software features that you can use right on the device. That means you can connect it to Wi-Fi, you can connect it through Bluetooth, and use all of the Android features within that. But it's not like a full Android tablet where you can just go to the Google Play Store and download any app you want. There are a few select apps that you have on the home screen, and then there is an application store. One of the coolest things that I do like about this is, of course, it has HDMI input. So that means you could take anything and plug it in. You can plug in your laptop, you can plug in, I used a Chromecast that I plugged in so then I could play any content from my phone on there. You can also plug in DVD player, Blu-ray player, anything with HDMI output will be able to be played on here. And we're gonna test out all of those things. Now next, the remote. So this is a pretty important part. You can't do much with the projector if you don't have the remote. So here on the remote, we have a few different things. We have the power button, we have the source. You can go from the Android system to HDMI to the AV input You have the arrow keys. Here you have a focus option. So when I first set up the projector, it was a little blurry, but you do just need to make sure you're back a little further, and then you can use this to adjust the focus, or you may need to just reposition the projector, and I noticed that that helped it automatically adjust. Also, you have volume controls, you have menu, and then the back button. Now, this may be a little hard to use if you're trying to navigate through the Android system and trying to input Wi-Fi and everything. So something I did to make it much easier to input information into that screen is I just got a USB keyboard here where I plugged it right into the back and it was able to work. You would also be able to plug in a mouse, or you could Bluetooth, if you have a Bluetooth mouse or keyboard, that right to the projector. And so you have easy input controls. Now that we've checked out all the specs and what to expect with projector, let's set it up and show you guys everything that it can do and how you can use different inputs and different content played through the projector. So here we've put the projector in on the bottom. It just tightens up, and then you can use this little knob to make sure that it is not moving around, and you just position it level. Pretty easy. Here you have a flap to open to uncover the lens there. And since it does have a battery life, today we're just going to show you with the battery. I don't really need to plug it in. And then here on the back, you just need to turn it on with the power button right there. And you do need to hold it down for about 3 to 4 seconds. And then you see the lights, and it will begin to power on. When you do turn it on, it does turn on the fan to cool down the projector, so you will hear this slight noise while you are using it. So right now you can see what the projector is like when I have a few lights on in the room, and now let's turn off the lights. And now you can see what it is like with the lights off. Now we are 8'8" away from the wall with the projector, and it is producing a screen about 70 inches tall. Now here on the remote, if I go home, it will take us to this screen. Now let's check out the menu options of the projector itself. So here if we go into the menu, we have language, we can do display mode, so we could adjust the brightness, the presentation, and the movie options. We can customize those. We have sound mode where we can go from standard to music, so just to enhance how the sound is. Color temperature, so you can adjust from medium to warm to user, so you can customize those. We have aspect ratio, so you can change this from 4:3 to 16:9, or you can even zoom in. So here you can do the zoom screen, or you can do 16:9 or 4:3. There you can see it's stretched. We're gonna leave it as 16:9. So then here you can adjust, you can flip the projection, so you can have it flip all the way around, backwards, forwards, upside down, all of those, depending on if you're putting it on the ceiling or wherever it is. Here you can do manual keystone. So the keystone allows you to adjust the way the projector is showing up. So here I can adjust it and make it a little more level with the surface that I have it set on. So then here we have software update via USB. I wasn't able to find the software to update this. You can reset all settings, and then there you have the status of the software version. And then on the home screen here, it's just gonna run through some different things that you can do with the projector itself. It does support Miracast and AirPlay. So then if we go back here in the video, so this will show any video that you have stored on the projector. Here you have photos, you can screencast, Wi-Fi, YouTube, App Store, browser, and apps. If we go into the settings real quick, we can see the display, the sound, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, system, application, general storage. It does have 8 GB of internal storage, so you can see where all your space is being taken up there. Here, if we want to add Wi-Fi, this is where it's really handy to have a keyboard. You can come in here and connect to Wi-Fi. And yeah, you have a few different settings right there. Here we have applications. So this will show the applications that are installed. And so if we go back to the main menu, let's check out some of these. So to get YouTube to work, it did take me a few times to go into it, but now I have YouTube. Now there is no microphone on the projector, so here you can pop up the keyboard, but I'm just gonna put my keyboard in here. So there I did have to change from Chinese to English, and now I can just type on my keyboard. And here we can load up a video.
In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get a Hulu subscription for free if you have a Sprint Unlimited plan. Let's get started. Hey everybody.
So there you go, video looks great. Now I am playing the sound right off the projector, and this is playing right on a gray wall. It's not even a white wall, but it still produces some great colors and it looks really great. So if you did buy a projector screen, that would work, or you can find just a nice flat wall to use this on. So let's go back home and let's try a few other things. And then let's say I want to try video. Now I don't have any videos on there, but now I'm going to plug in this USB drive. So here I have put in the USB drive and it's showing USB-A. So I open that up and here I have Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So if we open that up, we can ask it to resume where we left off. And here we have it playing and it looks great. Now real quick, let's just plug in my Google Home Max and see how that sounds. So now we have the Google Home Max plugged in. I'm just using an auxiliary cable to plug into that, and you also could pair any Bluetooth speaker to this as well. So there you could hear it has a much richer sound, and just looking at the quality of the screen, it looked really great. So now let's go back and look at using a micro SD card. So right here in the settings, we have the external storage. So that's my micro SD card, and I have recorded a bit of drone footage on here, and we can just open this up and play that. So, and this doesn't have any audio, but we can go over here, we can fast forward if we want to, we can change where this actually is, and we could skip to the next file or whatever. You could plug in other external drives right into the back there, but looks really great on this nice big screen. Now you can get this screen to go up to about 200 inches and it will still look really good. And let's just go into a few different one of these. We have the App Store, but now we have it loading, and here we have a bunch of different applications. So you can actually download Netflix and all these other applications right here. Here you have different games and everything. So it looks like that's working great, so no problems there. And then there are quite a few different applications that you will be able to use. It looks like there are games that you can play. So that would be great to use if you have a remote. Let's go into the video category. So right here under media, you can install a VLC player, Plex, quite a few different things that you would be able to use. Right here on the TV, you wouldn't even need to plug in anything. So next, let's go back to the home screen, and we're gonna show you how you can cast your screen. So you can actually use an app called HappyCast. So when you open up the cast setting and click enter right here, you can then go and download the HappyCast application. Now, there is the link to the APK. Here it will work on my Note 8. I just used a QR code scanner. You can even use Bixby to download HappyCast. Once you have that downloaded, you can actually open up HappyCast and play videos or pictures right to the TV. So right now, this content is playing right from that HappyCast application. You just need to make sure that you're on the same Wi-Fi network, and then I can go to any content, play it, and it will then play up on the big screen. So there you can see I'm playing it on my phone, and then it is going over to the projector. So on the home screen, click the TV option. So then I can cast to my projector, which is cast 08, and then I select mirroring. And now whatever I see on my screen, you will be able to see on the full projector. Now this is really cool. Here I have a Note 8 and it's working really great. I can just move back and forth and show you exactly what I see. Now the other option is if you do have a iPhone, you'll be able to download this app as well, and you can share that. Possibly when you use the AirPlay option, you'll see Cast 08, and you will be able to send media over to the TV. Next, let's check out what it looks like when we plug in our laptop onto the projector. So here we have the main input. If you want to change input, you can just click the source at the top, and then it will go here to the HDMI, and then the second source is the AV. So here we want to go to the HDMI, and there at the bottom it says it is doing 1080p at 60 Hertz. And I am mirroring my laptop right onto the screen, so you may have to adjust the settings on your laptop, but there you can see it works very crisp and clear. This, of course, is the projector that we're talking about today. Now let's try a few different things here. If I go back to my home screen, you can see everything is working great. It looks very crisp and clear. I can read everything here on the menu. And then here we have a PowerPoint. So let's say we want to see what a PowerPoint looks on the full screen. Now on the computer, you will see that this is in presentation mode, so you'll be able to do this just like you would with any other projector. The PowerPoint is in presentation mode, and then you can see the full slides on the projector. So some of the other settings that you have here on the front is the browser, so you can open this up, and you do have a full browser. Again, much easier to use if you have some connected peripherals like your keyboard and your mouse. And finally, to turn off the projector, you do just need to press the power button twice on the back and it will turn off. So my final thoughts on the Mini HD projector. This is definitely something that you will want to get if you are in need of using a projector. This was great to watch movies, also taking it wherever I needed it to play and do presentations. You can do that so easy with this. You don't need to have a complicated setup. You can just use this, and I love that it has that 90 minutes of battery life. Maybe you're watching a movie, you do need to plug it in. There, just testing this out and showing you guys, it took me about 90 minutes to record, and the battery life is just about gone, but really awesome that it has that feature. Now with all my reviews, there's a few things that I really want to make sure that every device has and that it will work for you. So the first thing is this worth it for the price? Now for $439, is this going to give you everything that you would want? I would say yes. With the battery life, with those extra applications that you can use, you don't really need to plug in anything to it, and you can enjoy content right on this. Really handy to have. Now next, is this something that's user-friendly? Now when I first set it up, going through some of the menus, it did seem a little weird at first, but actually when I played with it tonight, very simple to use, just the Android interface. You kind of got to know what you're doing there when you connect to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and then you just go back to the main screen and it all works great. So very easy to use. Now that all the applications are loading up, I'm really impressed with how all of that works. Now finally, is the price worth what you get out of this? For $439, I would say this definitely is. Now I've been looking for a projector for a long time. If I go down to Office Depot or something like that, I saw a few there and they cost about the same, but they did not offer all that this has. It's compact, it has that battery life, has the applications built in. Everything in one is really an amazing deal, and I'm going to be using this pretty much everywhere. So many places that I can think of that I will need and take this projector with me. No longer do I have to pack around a TV. So if you guys have any further questions about this product, please leave a comment below. Also, you can check out the link to this in the description. And if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe so that you can be notified of new and upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.